Hello, this is Litewave Dave reporting from La Ventana, Mexico at the Kite Expo 2010. And I'm here to present the 2010 Globe Kites. We've changed the Trix quite a bit this year, so I wanted to go over some of the features with you. Here we have the 9-meter Trix. This is my favorite kite when it's windy enough. For 2010, one of the main changes, this is the 4th generation, but one of the main changes we made was to kind of make it a little bit more delta shape. The wingtips are swept back more than previous years to give it an easier relaunch and less drag from the wind. And thereby it will turn a little faster and go a little faster across the window. Some features that we've carried over and improved upon a little bit are the adjustable kite power optimizer, KPO for short. This is a Globe kite invention that allows you to change the position where you hang the bridle from. So it's real easy. If you want to have more bar pressure, you just take the bridle off and move it to another position. By moving it forward, you'll get more bar pressure and faster turning. By moving it to the back, you'll get slower turning but less bar pressure. Some kites have high bar pressure, some have low bar pressure. It all depends where you mount the bridle. So with Globe kites, we leave it up to the user to put it where they want. Move it here in the front and also here in the back. Okay? You can see our kites are built very strong. The features that we have are a Hypalon material over all the wear points. This is like what they make the Zodiac dinghies out of, very strong material. All of our anchor points are doubled. Most brands you see will just have a single piece of webbing. The Globe kites use double for twice as strong support. You can see the Dacron reinforcement in the canopy here on the leading edge is a full 3 inches wide with a taped and sewn seam so you won't get any fraying. All of our materials are laser cut. If you look very closely here, you can see the edge is slightly brown. That's from burning of the material to finish it. We have the Dacron reinforcement over each strut. This is going to save you a lot of money when it comes time to repair your kite. If you get a rip across, it will stop before it gets to the strut. So that's about a $20 repair. If it goes across the strut, you would have a $200 repair because you have to take the strut off to repair it. So other brands where you see the same material across the whole canopy, saves you a little bit of money, but it's not near as strong. Also, this gives the kite rigidity. It's like a skeleton that keeps the whole kite rigid. It responds more quickly to your bar input. If you turn the kite over, you can see here in the back, we have the strongest leading edge seam in the business. What we do is a wear point on kites these days is when they're sitting on the edge of the window ready for an automatic relaunch, we'll kind of taco right here on a seam intersection. This circular seam and this main seam, there's twice as much material here. It's thicker. So when the stitching goes through and it repeatedly tacos over time, a few threads might break here, causing a leading edge blowout. What we do is we triple stitch each seam intersection for about 2 inches wide here. And that is going to prevent this from blowing out. But you say that may cause a problem. Over perforation of the Dacron will cause it to rip apart like a paper towel. But that's why before closing the leading edge seam, we add on this layer of webbing. So when you're triple stitching, you're actually sewing through webbing, not Dacron. Very strong, strongest seam in the business. Another thing we have here is our struts have these circles of material allowing you to put more shape into the strut. You'll see some other brands with just a 2-piece strut seamed together bilaterally. With this construction, we can really put lots of shape in the strut, making for an efficient wing. Our one pump system, single point inflation, you just inflate here. As you can see, it's a one-way valve. Very convenient, just pump it up in one place, you don't have to pinch it off. It's good for snow kiting when your hands are real cold. Really easy to use. Just close that, and of course you have a deflate valve as well, the dump valve. But what's truly unique about our system is the way that the one pump is attached. Most people use zip ties, but what we have here, it's really smart. The tube is held on by Velcro. So if you ever need to do a repair, you can just pop it off real fast, put it back on, reinflate it, and then just Velcro it back together. Really easy to use, smart design. Takes just a minute to put it back together. And the last circular piece here for extra strength. Make sure it doesn't pop off in a crash. It's always a good idea to clip off your tubes. Just in case one blows, the whole kite doesn't go. Our bridles are pretty unique. You see a lot of long bridles sometimes hanging off kites. Well, those can wrap around your trailing edge if your kite ever tumbles. The short bridle, it won't reach the back of the kite, and then it makes for a lot less tangles. Another cool thing about our bridle is you can adjust its length. So instead of taking out all from your depower strap or changing the knots on your bar, you can change your line length by adjusting your bridle here. That's kind of a cool feature. It's usually pretty easy, but this knot's tight. So you just bring it up to this knot, and that's going to make your front line shorter. If you ever stretch out your lines or just need to tune your kite, you can do it at the kite. This is a cool feature. But what the average user is going to probably really appreciate is the quick turning speed and very positive feel on the bar with the Trix kite here, especially. This is our wave kite, our freestyle kite. Great for kite loops, quick turning in the waves, and a very stable feel. You can ride straight towards this kite down the line on a wave, and it's just gonna go with you. Not act funny at all. Won't fall out of the sky or stall or anything like that. So this is the 2010 Trix with the GK V Delta shape. New for 2010.